Hey, Mustang Stampede, still checking out some more cars here. This is going to be the 2014 Fusion SE. It is got the 1.5 4-cylinder. It has Ecoboost, 6-speed auto trans. This one retails out at 26.5 basically. It has the 201A appearance package, 18 premium wheels, rear spoiler. Try and take a front view here of the check out the wheels here. Those are like premium wheels on it. Okay. Does have the turn signals in the mirrors. And again, I'm using point of view video again. I usually use a suction cup mount, but I'm going with the POV view. I like it a little bit better. So first thing I noticed about this car, again, this one does have a key though. Check out the stitch work on the inside. It's got the red stitching in the leather armrest here and on the seats. So I'll go ahead and get in here without trying to kill my camera. And again, I'm going to be using the point of view. All right. So first thing I notice right away is the very small touch screen. It may not even be touch screen. I'm a fan of the Ford My Touch screen, and I'd prefer to see that in every single car. So this one does have a key. It's one of those laser cut fancy keys that flip out from your fob. Fuel levels low. Imagine that. I'll turn off the radio again. I'm gonna go ahead and see what we got fuel economy wise here. Got 38 miles to E. So again, almost all the vehicles now have the select shift. Wow, the park brake is right here on the console. That's different. You just push it down. Park brake to release, press brake and switch. Alright, so parking brake's off. Alright. Almost the same style steering wheel as the Focus Titanium, and just slightly larger. And all your controls are right here. So again, like I was saying, select shift again is present. We won't be using that. And we're going to get going here. Now, I have not ever driven a Fusion of any model, but we'll go ahead and take a look today. Transmission kind of stuttered there. Not sure what that's about. Probably just cold transmission fluid. It's only about 20 degrees out here today. So again, we'll be going through the same turns just like the Focus Titanium. A little bit more body roll, but not much. So again, like I said, I've driven the Ecoboost cars, just not this Fusion here. Seems like the RPMs kind of flutter around the 3,000 mark. I'm not sure if it's deciding whether to shift or to switch out to the other impeller. Because if you don't know how the Ecoboost works, they say it's Ford's twin turbo, but it actually has two different impellers for different RPMs, and they're all within the same housing turbo unit. So here we are, we got 35 miles to the 55 mile an hour acceleration again. Okay, so this is a 1.5 liter, I think, as I was saying in the beginning of the video. I like the acceleration in the Focus Titanium just a little bit better. Of course, this is your family car. This isn't, you know, your commuter. You know, this is a nice family car that you can commute with and get excellent gas mileage. Doing 35 to 55 miles an hour is not going to get you great gas mileage, but we're just checking the car out. So I noticed up here in the dash, I can see that the passenger airbag is probably off. It may say on if it was on up there. It's kind of different. Plenty of leg room. I'm 6'1". I don't feel cramped in this front seat at all. So I'm looking at the different gauges. It's got the instant fuel economy, average fuel. Looking to see if it has any boost gauge or anything like that to tell you what kind of boost the Ecoboost is making. But I'm not seeing that. Okay, one thing I just noticed going around that turn to going around left-hand turn, this pillar, and it may just be my seat needs to be adjusted a little bit more for me. The pillar was in the way. I don't, and that may be why they put this quarter window up here in the front. The pillar was definitely not in the best place of view for me sitting in this seat right now. You know, and I'm not necessarily thinking that I'm trying to find anything different between the Focus or the Fusion. Just simply, I noticed that that pillar was in the way going around that turn. And again, when I look, I like to be scanning my entire driving area. You know, and that comes from driving a 400 horse Mustang, you know, in and out of Columbus area or whatnot, and you know, definitely having to be aware of your surroundings and how long it will take you to stop or accelerate out of any kind of situation. And again, going around that left-hand turn, if you keep your eyes, let's say, a quarter mile ahead or eighth mile ahead of where you're at and scanning your mirrors, which is really good driving. That was blocking about out to an eighth mile for my, see, I would already be looking out to see what was coming, and it's blocking this turn. And I'll see if I can capture that for you guys. See, it just blocked out that truck that's coming. I don't like that. I like to know what's ahead of me, and that blocked that. You know, had I not known that truck was already coming, because I actually scanned out farther, I would not have been able to see that truck. And if he was texting or something and come over, I would not have been able to tell while I was in that turn until it may have been too late. But thankfully, I do try to, I definitely drive a lot of miles, so, you know, I'm used to a certain style of driving and what to look for, so. So we're gonna go ahead and drop into the select shift. I cannot see what it's telling me I'm in, but I'm gonna go ahead and kill a couple. There we go. It's in 4-3, coming around a nice 90-degree turn here. And that was right at the speed limit. We got another 90-degree turn here, but we won't be taking it. I'll go ahead and turn out. Controls in a good spot. Found the blinker very easily. Never been in this car. Things like that you should try to pick up on, you know, whether or not something's, you know, the controls are so out of whack compared to what you're used to. And here we're going to turn around and back in here, and we'll be checking out this backup camera. I'm sure it has one, and it doesn't. Oh well, time to use the mirrors. That's what they made them for. No backup camera on this. I would definitely want the model with a backup camera. So I'm going to be in select shift again. So I will be in one because I'm starting out. And just checking out the Ecoboost here. just cruising along at 55. Not a lot of cabin noise. I can hear a slight wind occasionally, but that's because it's windy out today. I believe that if it wasn't even windy, there would be hardly no cabin noise except for the motor, and you know, since I'm a car guy, I don't mind hearing the motor a little bit. It's not excessive, it's not loud. You really can't hear the Ecoboost spinning up or anything like that. And it is a 6-speed, so now I've select shifted into 6th. It should, you know, I'll put my foot in the gas and just try and hold like 50 miles an hour and kind of get an idea what the miles per gallon would be. So 50 miles per hour here, foot on the gas, going around a turn here. Let me finish this turn. It's showing an instant fuel economy of around 25 or 26 miles per gallon. I'm not sure what the car is rated for, but that's what it's showing. So now I'll be making the same series of turns but going to the right, and I'll notice if this other pillar is in the way. And we're select shifting down for this turn, so okay, and again, that car there was blocked in my view. But you know, that's not a big problem. I would probably eventually start moving forward or knowing that I need to look around that pillar if I was to drive this car on a daily basis. And we're getting out of select shift now. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into drive. And we can go ahead and check out the stereo here. Again, I don't like playing the stereos too much because then they want to flag out for a copyright infringement, but we'll go ahead and turn it up and see how this sound system sounds for this car. Alright, that's it for that. Again, that is actually pretty annoying. Here comes another, this looks like a Coyote car. Not sure, maybe a 2010. It was a 2010, had a GT badge on the side and the back. The rear end was different. Plenty of Mustangs out today. Road still got salt on them though. You know, I'm not a big fan of getting mine out when there's salt on the road. Alright, so I'm turning to the Sirius satellite radio to the highway. We'll check out the country station real quick.
Just a little later on tonight. How about you and me get together?
So that, you know, I kind of like the Focus titanium one a little bit better, but hey, you know, again, you're not getting into this car and listening to music and commuting all fast and furious or anything like that. And you know, you typically just going to dinner with friends or throw the kids in the back seat. You know, just a very nice family car. Alright, we're heading into the 35 mile an hour zone again. Turn the heat down some. I don't believe this one has the heated seats, but I've not seen a lot of cloth cars that have heated seats. It's not a big deal. It's plenty warm in here. Now I'll be looking through this turn to actually get away from what I can't see when that A pillar is. Alright, so no backup camera this time around. So, and again, if you want to see other vehicles or you have some questions about the Fusion, go ahead and let me know, and I'll see what I can't do. As always, thanks for watching.